What I'm about to share with you in this video will change your life. If you've ever found yourself downplaying your accomplishments, silencing yourself, or hiding parts of yourself just to make other people feel comfortable, then this video is for you. Because the real reason why you dim your light and suppress your authentic self could be the very thing that's blocking you from success in business and in relationships. And changing this one little thing could change everything in your life. Because when you can show up unapologetically as yourself, you can start to attract relationships that are going to feel more aligned for you. Today I'm going to share with you the real reason why visibility feels dangerous, and most importantly, how you can break free. We're going to explore how childhood trauma and ancestral patterns wire your subconscious mind to fear being seen, and how to reprogram it so that your authentic self can finally shine. For those of you who are new, my name is Jess, and I help spiritual entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers clear subconscious and ancestral blocks that lead to burnout, perfectionism, and playing small so that they can fully step into their purpose and attract relationships that truly support and nurture them. When it comes to your fear of being seen, most people are going to tell you, you're an adult. Who cares what other people think? Just get out there. Or they might tell you to get on stage and just move past the fear. Feel the fear anyways. Or they might tell you to ground yourself more. You know, playing small isn't just about being shy and overcoming a fear. It's a protective mechanism your brain utilizes to keep you safe. And this is a very important concept to understand, because from the time you were born until the age of 7 years old, your subconscious mind is what's online, and it's wide open. And your little brain is like a sponge, and it's absorbing everything around you without hesitation. This was the time when your brain was forming the blueprint for what love was going to be like, safety, success, visibility, self-worth. So let's say when you're a little one, you shared what you thought, and you got yelled at or punished. Maybe you expressed a need, and you were told that you were being selfish. Or let's say that you shared your accomplishment only to have a parent become jealous, reject you, or ignore you. Or you were told in a condescending tone that you're too sensitive, too much, too loud, too ambitious. So your subconscious mind made one very logical decision. Being fully myself equals rejection and not being loved. Gabor Mate has shared that trauma isn't what happens to you. It's what happens inside of you as a result of what happens to you. It's the decisions that you come to about yourself and the world as a result of the experiences that you're having. And those decisions become programs, subconscious programs that will run for the rest of your life, influencing how you interpret reality, unless you reprogram them. And this is what I help my clients with. Shrinking yourself and dimming your light is a trauma response. It's a survival adaptation. When you were little, your brain is still developing, and it's getting shaped and molded by the trauma that you survive. Let's say you're a little one and you go home and you share with your mother how well you did in school, and she cuts her love off from you. That's going to cause you or any child to not want to share their accomplishments if it means that mommy isn't going to love them. And because a child needs to belong to their family system in order to survive, they're going to change who they are to please mommy and daddy. Because to the subconscious mind, belonging to the tribe equals safety. And this is what they need to do in order to survive. So you did the only thing you could do to survive. You adapted. You dimmed your light. You started to disconnect from yourself in order to connect to your family. And what most people don't understand is that this is running in the background of your mind while you're getting ready to shoot a YouTube video or speak in front of a group, or maybe while you're trying to create your course. You might call it procrastination, overthinking, perfectionism, you name it. Those are just behaviors your subconscious mind is implementing to keep you safe from being seen. Because underneath it all, your subconscious mind does not feel safe being in the spotlight. So you're stuck in survival mode, and people are telling you, you're an adult now, just push past it. You're not going to push past survival patterning. You have to reprogram your subconscious mind to feel safe with being seen. Once you do this, you won't have to keep fighting against yourself. You can look at this whole thing as having two parts of yourself. One part of you wants to be seen, successful, accomplish your dreams. This is your prefrontal cortex. This is your conscious mind. And then there's another part of you that wants to stay safe, stay hidden, go along to get along. This is your subconscious mind, and they're at battle with one another. And you better believe that safety will always win, especially since your subconscious mind is running 95% of the show. If you want to learn more about the subconscious mind and nerd out a little bit, I'm going to link up a video up here where I go more in depth on how your subconscious mind gets programmed. Your subconscious mind will do everything it can to protect you. That's its number one job, is to keep you safe. That's why you procrastinate on posting content, or shrink yourself in front of the camera, or stay in burnout instead of launching your offer. Maybe you're undercharging and overgiving, or you're talking yourself out of sharing your truth, or you give up on your dreams and stick to your soul-sucking job. And I can't stress this enough. There is nothing wrong with your brain. It's working perfectly as designed. Your subconscious mind is still running an old, outdated program that visibility equals danger. And until you reprogram your subconscious mind to feel safe being seen, you will keep repeating these same unwanted patterns that are keeping you stuck. If you were raised by a narcissistic parent, a parent with borderline personality disorder, or a parent with some sort of mood disorder, or a parent who was not all there mentally, maybe they were an alcoholic or an addict, or maybe you had a parent that was abusive, emotionally absent, or controlling, then dimming your light is going to be a requirement for survival. You had to walk on eggshells. You learn to monitor everybody else's emotions while ignoring your own. These children develop an unbelievable ability to attune to other people's emotions and can sometimes feel what another person feels before they even know how they feel. They're almost emotionally psychic. Again, this is a survival adaptation. They had to be. It's important for them to know how another person feels so that they can protect themselves. And of course, they will attract people who gaslight them and tell them that they're crazy for thinking what they're thinking, when in reality they nailed it. As a child, you quickly discovered that the more invisible you were, the safer you felt. So now when you try to grow your business or speak publicly or show up online, your body goes into a freeze state and you feel resistance, fear, and even panic because your subconscious mind is saying, nope, this isn't safe, do not do it. And it shuts down without your conscious consent. And let's say your parents were wonderful and you still dim your light. Then I would get curious as to the trauma that happened to your ancestors. Did your ancestors survive by hiding? Because the fear of being seen may not even be yours. If you are interested in learning more about how ancestral trauma is linked to self-sabotage, I'm gonna put a video up here that you can watch. Because your fear of shining too bright might be inherited. I'm gonna share a quick story with you to illustrate my point. I had a client of mine. She came to me after years of struggling to grow her business, and she was doing all the courses, doing all the strategy work, creating content, being consistent, doing what she was told to do, but something was standing in her way. Her videos were getting under 100 views, and she felt invisible to the world. And what we uncovered in our session, this was unknown to her and it was unknown to her family. It was a secret, and it was a secret that came out that was blocking her from success. And what was uncovered during our session was that her grandfather, during World War II, had fathered a child out of wedlock in Europe. And this was a complete secret to his family that he had back in the United States. This child was never acknowledged, it was kept a secret, and it was completely excluded from the family system. And you might be asking, what does this have to do with being seen? Well, that child was not seen. And my client was reliving the same experience as her ancestor to help that little one be seen. This is an unconscious and distorted way of showing love, and we all do it. The child was attempting to be seen by being entangled with her experience, and it was sabotaging her success. And once the secret was revealed and that little child was included back into the family system, guess what happened? The next video she posted went from a handful of views to over 100,000 views in less than 24 hours after our session. She didn't change her content. She didn't change her strategy. All we did was clear up the energetic blocks in her family system that were suppressing her visibility and sabotaging her success. This is the power of ancestral healing. Whether the trauma lies in your childhood or with your ancestors, the message is the same. It's not safe to be seen. Until your subconscious mind feels safe being seen, you're going to keep hitting the same invisible walls, no matter how much strategy or mindset work you do. Once you heal the trauma, you won't have to force yourself to be different. You'll just be different. You were not born to play small. You were born to shine. And when you heal that part of you that had to hide to survive, you become unstoppable. If this spoke to you and you're ready to stop hiding, I invite you to schedule a complimentary 15-minute Zoom call with me. The link is in the description below. And if you got value out of this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to learn more about why you people please and how to stop, you can check out this video here.